this day, for it is life. The very life of life in its brief course lie all the varieties and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendour of beauty. For yesterday is already a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sheena Johnston from the Humanist Society, and I'm delighted to be able to welcome you to this very happy occasion. Rosslea Hall was recommended to Ryan and Stacey by friends in the catering trade, and when they came here, they instantly knew it would be the perfect place to celebrate their marriage, and very much hope you will all enjoy your wee jaunt to Rue. A day like today highlights the importance of life's truly valuable things. Not possessions, career, or money, but health, family, friends, and most of all, love. Ryan and Stacey want to make their promises and declarations to one another in a way that is meaningful and personal to them, witnessed by you, the favourite people in their lives, their closest family and best friends. They asked me to say how happy and grateful they are to have you with them today, with a special mention for the two mums, Emily and Gillian, Stacey's gran and Aunt Janet, Ryan's Aunt Margaret and Uncle Frank, and Jolene for all her help with the wedding preparations. I know it was a great pleasure for Ken to escort his beautiful goddaughter on her wedding day, and it meant a lot to Stacey to walk down the aisle with her Uncle Ken too. The bride's men are Stacey's good friends from school, Grant, give a wee wave, Grant now, and David, accompanied by bridesmaid Zara, and supporting Ryan as best man is his cousin Paul. Come on, a wee curtsy for you, Paul, who will no doubt be delighted to spill the beans later on. But for now, his job, I believe, is to look after the rings and keep the groom calm and focused. And I think he's failed. Ably assisted by Stacey's brothers, Jordan and Alexander, her cousin Chris, and Ryan's nephew, Daniel, as ushers. However, whilst this is a happy occasion, it is also tinged with sadness, as there are dearly beloved people missing from today's celebrations. We especially think of Ryan's dad John, his sister Adele, as well as those unable to travel here today, and take a moment to remember them all with love. But this is a happy day. A wedding provides what is often a rare opportunity to bring family and friends together in one place, and I hope you'll all look back on this day with happy memories of good times shared. Some of you have travelled quite a distance to be here, not least from Wales, Glasgow, Barrhead, and even Paisley, for goodness sake. But whether you're from near or far, each one of you is important to Ryan and Stacey, and they are glad that you're here to share their special day. And whilst you might think that you are here because of them, in truth, they are here because of you. They want and need you to share this with them. You're not here as an audience. Your presence is an intimate part of this ceremony. You're not here merely to listen to recited words. You're to listen to the taking of solemn vows and be part of the story of their lives. They very much hope that you'll all feel involved in their happiness. So before we go any further, I have an important question to ask all of you, which hopefully has an easy answer. So tell me, are you all happy for Ryan and Stacey to be married today?
Yes!
Well, that's good, folks, because that means you get your dinner later. Now, a wee bit about Ryan and Stacey's story so far. I gave them a Mr. and Mrs. quiz to complete to tell me a wee bit about themselves and just how they came to be standing here today. And this is very roughly how it all began. They first met in a place where so many great love stories have begun. Ferrynees Golf Club, in March 2014. First impressions. Ryan thought Stacey was easy to talk to, kind-natured, and someone he knew he wanted to get to know more. Meanwhile, Stacey was impressed with how helpful Ryan was showing her around, and the more she spoke to him, the more she flirted. Well, I think it's fair to say, Ryan never stood a chance. The rest, as they say, is history, and 6 months later, they were engaged. Ryan said they are happiest when they are together, whether in town, with friends, or just the two of them. They are simply content in each other's company. Stacey said she felt that she had not only met her soulmate, but her best friend, and can't wait to start and end every day for the rest of her life as Mrs. Trainer. And he loves her fluffy socks. They might not share the same taste in music. Stacey says Ryan thinks the 90s were a good era, but they've got lots planned for the future. They both want to travel and see new places and share an ambition to travel America. I asked them to tell me 3 things they loved about one another, only 3. And Ryan said he loves Stacey's smile, her eyes, and her tiny temper, which is a joke. She has a temper, but it's hilarious. And for her part, Stacey said she loves Ryan's patience with her, his laugh, and last but not least, his cute smile. Give them a flash of the cute smile. Love, what a small word we use for an idea so immense and powerful. It has altered the flow of history, turned tough guys to mush, and even fueled national scandals. But as this reading from the Heir of Novron explains, people don't have control over such things as love. It either happens or it doesn't. It's a precious gift, a present that most never get. It's more like a miracle, really, when you think of it. I mean, first you have to find that person, and then you have to get to know them to realise just what they mean to you. That right there is ridiculously difficult. And then that person has to feel the same way about you. It's like searching for a specific snowflake, and even if you manage to find it, that's not good enough. You still have to find its matching pair. What are the odds? And so we come to the story of the proposal. As I said earlier, everything happened quickly, but both knew they wanted to marry each other. And on bended knee, Ryan proposed the night they moved in together. And of course, Stacey said yes. It was a very special moment, and one neither of them will forget. And so, here they are. They are best friends and soulmates, and can't imagine not spending the rest of their lives together. And to quote the words of Robert Fulghum's reading, Union, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in the car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that began with when we're married, and continued with I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The bells are right on time. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these past few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you, because after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Ryan and Stacey, your future stretches out before you, vast and unknown. That future with its hopes, disappointments, joys, and sorrows is hidden from your eyes. But may the love with which you join your hearts and hands here today never fail, but grow deeper and surer with each passing year. And now some more words written about love over 2,000 years ago, which still hold true today, will be read by David.
Love is patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Love never fails.
Wonderful words. Thank you, David. We're now going to have a traditional quaich ceremony as part of Ryan and Stacey's wedding celebrations. And a quaich, or loving cup, has often been used in wedding ceremonies since 1589, when King James VI of Scotland presented a quaich to Anne of Denmark on the occasion of their marriage. And because it is traditionally the cup of welcome, drinking from it can also be seen as a way of welcoming the bride and groom into each other's families too. And the best way to do that in Scotland, of course, is with a wee drop of whiskey. And so a representative from each family, Emily and Gillian, will be doing the honours by pouring one of Scotland's other national drinks, water, of which we have plenty, into their quaich. So come on forward, ladies. Okay, wait, if you want to go round and pour the water in. Also, give me your flowers. That's perfect, ladies, that's super. You want to have a wee sip just to check it isn't gin? It is water. Right. If you could pass it over to Ryan then.